Hey everybody, Mr. Koenig here. Wanted to go over a few things with your story maps and how to make them pop a little bit more and maybe add a few features to them. So when we go into our ArcGIS, when we go to map, there's a way that we can actually add map notes, and that you could add some trails to your parks or your managed area. You could maybe even like highlight and find out like the square, how many square acres an area is or square miles. And then you can kind of weave and show where trails are with the freehand line. So where to find all this stuff is, instead of going to add, search for layers, which we've been telling you to do for the most part on every layer that we found, you're going to basically be making your own layer by going add, and then you're going to add map notes here. Okay, and you'll have to title it, you'll have to call it what you want to, whatever you want to call it. Call this one, Mr. Koenig's. Okay, and I'm going to create a map note here. So right now I'm actually looking at Lake Dardanelle State Park, which happens to be where I am right now. And I'm zooming in on this park, and I want to maybe show that this is camping. Okay, so I could put a push pin in here, and this is actually right about where our camp spot is, and I'm going to change this symbol though. So it could be a push pin, but you could change it too. So this is under the National Park Service symbols, but there's a bunch of different other symbols that you could put in here. But I'm going to put this one under the National Park Service because I know that there is little images. Well, there's hiking images. There's like, if your park has dog parks or picnic tables or swing sets, any sort of symbol that the National Park Services use. So here I'm going to put a little picture of a camper in there, and then I can close my map note there. So I'm actually highlighting this as a feature or an amenity to my park, and I can go through and I could hit freehand line and I could show people where all the trails are through here. This is me just going through it real quick, but there could be a trail, and then I could maybe even show the areas. So if you want to look at areas, it's up here to measure, and you could look at acres. You could see how big, like maybe it's a forested area in your park. So see, as I click on this feature for area, the number goes up. So right now it says it's 3.35 acres, this little square here. So that's kind of a cool feature you could do too. And then you could take, if you found a trail, you could find out how long that trail is. So, when you're thinking of adding a map or a layer to your story map, and you wanted to do something that's a little bit, makes it pop a little bit more, you can make your own layer with your own kind of symbols and features to kind of show people what this park basically represents. And you can highlight those amenities by using map notes instead of using the layers. So just something that you guys can think about as you go through and you're making your kind of final additions to your story map, is maybe using a map note feature for one of your layers. Okay? Thank you so much, and as always, ask us questions if this is a little bit of a struggle for you to understand, and we will for surely help you out. Thanks, guys.